Mirza says that my religion is that if there is no prophethood in a deen, that deen is a dead deen. Are you listening? A religion or a deen in which there is no prophethood, that is a dead religion. Now you tell me one thing. After seeing this evidence, you need to ask yourself two questions. Question number one. After seeing this evidence, you need to ask yourself two questions. Question number one. Did your Jamaat ever tell you that Mirza Ghulam Qadiani is the first and last prophet who was to come in this ummah? Think about this. If not, why not? Number one. And number two is, as you have seen already, that this is the belief of Jamaat Ahmadiyya that prophethood has ended. And they want to end prophethood not on Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, rather they want to end on Mirza Ghulam Qadiani. But one thing is for sure, prophethood has ended in Ahmadiyya Jamaat. Let me say again, prophethood has ended in Ahmadiyya Jamaat. Did they ever tell you? I want you to reflect on these two questions. Number one, did they ever tell you that in this ummah there was no prophet before Mirza Ghulam Qadiani and there will be no prophet after Mirza Ghulam Qadiani? Did they ever tell you this? Number one. Number two, did they ever tell you in black and white, as you have seen already, that prophethood has ended? Prophethood has ended according to the belief of Jamaat Ahmadiyya. Now, why I'm saying this repeatedly, I want to show you something very, very interesting, and watch this one. And you will just, subhanallah, look at this one. Malfuzat, volume number 10, page number 110. And this is a month or so before the death of Mirza Ghulam Qadiani. Read this quotation, take a screenshot. Mirza says, हमारा मजहब तो ये है कि जिस दीन में नबूवत का सिलसिला ना हो वो मुर्दा है. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Wallahi brothers, I don't know that what else you want me to show to you. Mirza says that my religion is that if there is no prophethood in a deen, that deen is a dead deen. Are you listening? A religion or a deen in which there is no prophethood, that is a dead religion. Now you tell me one thing. Have I not established that in Jamaat Ahmadiyya there is no more prophethood? What is the necessary let's put in the form of two premises, okay? Premise A. Please watch, listen very carefully. Premise A. If there is no prophethood, that religion is a dead religion. That's the premise A. Premise B. In Ahmadiyya religion, there is no more prophethood. What is the necessary logical conclusion that has to follow? And that is, Ahmadiyya religion is a dead religion. Look, if you want to hate me as much as you want, but you need to look at these two premises, premise A and premise B. Which one of these two you want to attack? One more quotation. Volume 21, page 306. So, एक उम्मती को इस तरह का नबी बनाना, यानी किस तरह का? From one angle he is a prophet and from one angle he is a ummati. Okay, this is the context. एक उम्मती को इस तरह का नबी बनाना सच्चे दीन की लाजमी निशानी है. It says that to make an ummati, to make a follower, a prophet of this kind. Which kind? Ummati prophet. Okay, to make a follower, a ummati prophet. It says it is the necessary sign of a true religion. One more time. It says that sign of a true religion is that it must make a follower an ummati prophet. Clear? Now let's put in the form of premises. Okay. Premise A. It is the necessary sign of a true religion that it has to make a follower a ummati prophet. Premise A. Right? Now premise B. In Ahmadiyya religion, no one can become an ummati prophet till Yomul Qiyamah. What is the necessary logical conclusion that has to follow? That in that Ahmadiyya religion is not a true religion. Hate me as much as you want, but you need to take a pause and reflect on these two premises and then ask yourself that if you cannot confront, if you cannot challenge premise A and premise B, then you have no choice but to accept the conclusion. So if I sum up the whole thing, according to Mirza Ghulam Qadiani's own standards, Mirza Ghulam Qadiani's religion is a dead religion. Mirza Ghulam Qadiani's religion does not have the sign of a true religion, because in order to be a in order to not be a dead religion, there has to be the series of prophethood continued, and in order to be a true religion, there has to be the system where a follower can become a prophet. Now, I don't know what else can be presented, but let's inshallah talk to Adnan bhai. Adnan bhai.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa Islam bhai.
Amazing. Brilliant. So, to summarize, Mirza Ghulam Qadiani is the last prophet to the Ahmadis, even though the Murabbis tell people otherwise. Murabbis tell people that prophets can still come. The door of prophethood is open. And according to Mirza himself, he was the last prophet. There is no one else coming after him as a prophet. And if that's the case, as Brother Imtiaz highlighted, according to the writings of Mirza, Qadiani religion is a dead religion. This is why the Murabbis, to overcome this contradiction in terms, they come up with this idea that prophethood is continuous. Prophets can come because Qadianis are not a dead religion. So any Qadiani prophet can pop up, according to the Qadianis, but they haven't yet produced a prophet, because then people like myself and Imtiaz Bhai will pull out Mirza's writings and say, hold on a second, Mirza said he's the last one. He's the last prophet in any form, any shape or form. So where did this Jamba guy come from? Where did this other guy come from? Or where are your prophets coming from? So that's why they're not propping up another prophet. Someone else also made an excellent point that it's about money. If a prophet is born and the Qadiani Jamaat accepts that person as a prophet, then he has ultimate power over Jamaat, and he will necessarily be the Khalifa or the ruler of the Jamaat, and all the bank accounts and all the financial dealings will go to him, and all the Panama accounts will be signed after him or signed up to him, and all the properties the Jamaat owns, like the Catholic Church, will go to that new prophet. That's why a new prophet is not possible in the Qadiani Jamaat, because people like Mirza Masroor and his successors will not allow this, because the Jamaat is perfectly fine. There's a family having fun, uh, using the money of the Jamaat and the followers, gullible followers who are paying on monthly or yearly basis, annual basis to the Jamaat. So it's a very deep, thing. If you think about it, it's a very deep reason why they are not doing this. So that's it. That's why the game is up for the Jamaat, and that's why they're hiding from us. They are not to be seen anywhere.